Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Night Owl channel. In this video, we'll be going over a Town Hall 11 attack strategy, the Bat Slap attack strategy. It's a really good attack strategy. I would definitely recommend it. It's super easy to use, not a lot of steps involved in order to pull the strategy off, and it's extremely powerful, alright? Before we jump into the replay, let's go ahead and look at the army composition used for this strategy. We're going to go over to Quick Train, and in army number 2, you can see that is the Bat Slap composition. We have 3 archers, a wizard, 5 healers, 2 electric dragons, 9 witches, ice golem, 5 freezes, 6 bat spells, and then in your CC I like to use a max P.E.K.K.A. and 2 giants with a rage spell and then a wall wrecker as the siege machine. Let's go ahead and jump into our first replay for Bat Slap. Alright guys, first example we got here, we got a non-max Town Hall 11 from a warg a few days ago, and it's a pre-recorded footage so I can't zoom in or anything like that, but I want to show you guys it works well in war. It's a war strategy, not for farming. I wouldn't recommend it for farming unless you're like up in the Titans getting good loot, but definitely recommend trying it out for war if the base has 2 singles set. If the base has 2 singles for their Inferno towers, it's a very good strategy to use. Too many witches will overwhelm those singles. If the towers are set to multi, it might make it a little more difficult unless, as you can see in this example, both of the towers are in the exact same compartment. So if you can get into the middle, the witches can get to both of the towers, take them down. They don't have to worry about getting roasted by isolated towers. If they're set to multi and they're separated from each other, I would recommend using a different strategy. But as you can see on the bottom, I brought a poison and I swapped the rage and the bat spells. I brought 2 max bats instead of putting them in my normal composition. You guys can tweak it to how you guys want to use it. I just brought that poison so that I can poison the CC as they come out. You can also bring that extra freeze to freeze them and then rage your troops through them. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play it here. Not a very difficult strategy to pull off. You got 2 E-Dragons for funneling purpose. And then you have your witches, heroes, and the wall wrecker to smash through the middle. So very easy funneling. You just let the E-Drags funnel the right and left sides of wherever you're attacking from. I'm attacking straight at that multi first instead of attacking it from the back side. So that way I can get it out the way. And I don't have to worry about my witches or anything being roasted too early. Alright. So there goes all the troops into the middle. They're targeting that queen. E-Drag's still alive. You're doing a little more value. He goes down. King's coming in. There goes his ability, and then here comes the E-Drag out of the CC. Poison goes down on him. Wall Wrecker's going to punch right through, and all the witches and everything's going to funnel right in. And I believe I popped that Warden ability. There it goes. Protect him from the Eagle Fire that's coming down. E-Drags, all that good stuff. Alright, so they're in the middle there doing lots of damage. Now I need to place my bats on the backside and start my bats. Alright, so the Ice Golem that you bring is to distract a Wizard Tower. You see that, that Ice Golem is distracting that Wizard Tower long enough, and the bats can take it down. Bats are going to keep making their way through the base. I'm going to use my freezes on any other splash damages or perhaps even, Tesla farms, X-bows, a lot of things that can take down bats quickly. I want to use my freezes on so they can get through and take down as many targets as they can. There goes that second freeze, or the first freeze, I'm sorry, on that Tesla and the Wizard Tower there. Second freeze goes down on it so the bats can finish it off. And you can see that last Wizard Tower, it's a low level, but it's still focusing on the Ice Golem, alright? So it's still distracted enough for the bats to come behind it and clean it up. All defenses are down here, lots of buildings left, and I 4 times it as the rest of the troops make their way around the base and clean it. It's a very powerful strategy, like I said. If you see those 2 singles, use the strategy. It's pretty effective, and you'll get the 3-star that you want. If you see the 2 multis, if you cannot get to both of the multis, would definitely recommend a different strategy. Alright guys, second example we got here, you'll notice in the middle of the base, both of the towers are set to singles, so this is going to be a great base to use Bat Slap on. And if you'll notice, if we attack from the bottom of the base here, there is 1, 2, 3 Wizard Towers on the way to the Town Hall. It is a huge bonus because the Wizard Towers are the biggest threats to the bats. So if we can take down 3 out of 5 on the way to the Town Hall, it'll be much easier to get our bats through the remainder of the base. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and play it here. And we're going to start by doing the exact same thing we did in the first replay, which is use our Electric Dragons to funnel the left and right side of where we're going to place our witches, our heroes, the Wall Wrecker, and the healers. Alright, it's a very easy attack strategy to do. I mean, with the E-Drags, they funnel pretty well, and then you just send all your witches and everything together. The witches need to stay together with this attack strategy because if they go around the base, they have a chance of being killed pretty easily before doing any damage to the base. As you can see there, everybody's going to the middle there, and Wall Wrecker's going towards that Town Hall. Witches, heroes, everything's making their way towards the middle here. Great progress. All those Wizard Towers are going to go down, so we're looking really good for our strategy. Wall Wrecker's going to hit that Town Hall and pop out the P.E.K.K.A. And he's going to do a lot of damage. There goes that rage, that only rage we bring. Witches are getting it, P.E.K.K.A, all that good stuff. So they're going to make their way towards the right side wizard tower. So I'm going to focus on the left side wizard tower with my bats, alright? They're going to make their way straight towards that archer tower. I have 3 freezes. First one goes down on that wizard tower. I'm going to bring another one to just keep it occupied so I can get all the bats to come towards that wizard tower and take it down. All wizard towers are down now. I still have an ice golem. That freeze goes on that eagle artillery. I bring the ice golem towards that fast archer tower and the regular archer tower because with the X-bow and the fast archer tower, they can shred through the bats pretty quickly. So just to protect them, just for a brief second, I brought that ice golem on that backside in order to distract those defenses long enough for the bats to kill it. As you can see, the bats are making their way around the base and they're going to take down the remainder of the defenses. I got plenty of witches left. I got my healers on my queen. And this is going to be an easy 3-star. If you see a base like that where you can take down multiple wizard towers and both of the towers are set to single, use Bat Slap or P.E.K.K.A Bobat. Both of them are very good against those types of bases. You know, the 4-corner bases where they set their towers to single. Those are like the best bases to use it on because most of the time, because our wizard towers are on the outside of the base, and sometimes the wizard towers are all in the middle. So if you can get to the middle of the base and crush all the wizard towers, then you can bring your bats around the outside and kill the remainder. It's just really, really powerful. So if you see a base with 2 singles, and if you can grab 2 or 3 wizard towers on the way to the town hall, use Bat Slap or P.E.K.K.A Bobat, whichever one you like more. But Bat Slap is also very, very powerful as well. Okay guys, final example I'm going to go over. I'm going to have a few more replays play so you can see it working on different types of bases. As you'll notice with this one, this is a weak Town Hall 12 that has 3 Inferno towers set to multi. So usually I would avoid these kind of bases, but if they're all in the middle, like in this replays, you'll see you can get to the middle, use your heroes and P.E.K.K.A.s and a freeze or 2 to take down the middle, take down all the multis, and you'll be good to go. We're gonna go ahead and play it here. And what you're gonna want to do first is, of course, use the electric dragons to funnel the left and right side. So the E-drag kind of focused on this collector right here. So I wanted to make sure the witches definitely don't go around. So I placed a witch on this collector right here, so it narrows down that path of funneling. There goes the queen. She's gonna take some fire as well. So the healer is gonna be dropped immediately on top of her, just to keep her protected as she makes her way towards the middle. She's going to join the rest of the witches and the heroes and wall wrecker that's being dropped because she has to make her way towards that left side. There she goes. All right, so everybody's in the middle now. We're going towards that big cluster of towers with the eagle and the town hall that also can shoot at our witches and all that stuff. So a lot of splash damage in the middle there. But if we can get to the middle, there it goes. That wall wrecker is going to get through that eagle. King's coming in. His ability gets popped. And there goes that first freeze on that backside tower. Grand Warden's ability is going to protect all those skellies, and the witches take down that first tower. And we're doing tons of damage here. Looking great. Here comes that Ice Golem. Ice Golem is going to distract 2 wizard towers at one time. And here come the bats on the backside. Beautiful placement. Bats are going to take down that first wizard tower, mortar, archer tower. And they're going to do some significant freezing on that second wizard tower. And they take it down. Excellent. So this wizard tower is down right here. Okay, if I had that wizard tower up, I would have used that last freeze for this wizard tower so that the bats could get through it, and then I would just have the remainder of the troops because the bats probably wouldn't survive the remainder of the base. But that wizard tower is down. They're going to take it down. I don't have to worry about using that freeze. I used it on this X-bow over here, but bats are doing a lot of damage here. X-bows are going down. Grand Warden stature is about to go down. And they're actually going to die out because I don't have any more freezes. So I use my freeze as if I was going to use it for the wizard tower so I can make it as realistic as possible. And they're going to die out here. They take down some. Do they take down that bomb tower? They take down the bomb tower and then they die off. Okay, so now I have witches. Oh, my queen's dead. I have witches, a warden, and that's it. And I got healers. Okay, so I'm looking pretty good. I mean, as long as the healers stay behind the witches or the grand warden or whatever, we're in pretty good shape here. Lots of skellies left. The only danger that we have is that there's a few point defenses with the wizard tower. The wizard tower can expose the witches by taking down the skellies pretty easily. But as long as those healers stay on the witches and there's no black air mines, there's not like 2 or 3 black air mines left, we should be in pretty good shape. All right, 30 seconds left on the replay. I'm going to go ahead and 2 times it because the healers stay with the witches long enough. As you can see, they're going to take down that cannon. Wizards are roasting. The wizard tower is roasting the skellies, but the witches are going to take down the wizard tower. And the only point defenses are left now. Healers are still on the witches. As you can see, it's going to be a 3-star. As long as we got into the middle of the base there and take down those multis along with the town hall, you're in really good shape for the attack strategy because as long as those multis go down, they're not separated from each other, you have a good chance of getting that 3-star that you want. You don't I wouldn't recommend going against multis all the time, but if you see it and you're comfortable with bat slap and you're like, I want to use it, the multis are right next to each other, go ahead and do it. But most of the time, you're gonna want to use a strategy if there's one multi, one single, or if there's definitely two singles. Definitely go with bat slap or P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. Yeah, but that's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'm going to let a few more replays play so you can see it working on different types of bases. I'm also going to link the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat attack strategy in the description as well, because if you want to use P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, it's also just as strong as bat slap against singles. So, but other than that, guys, that's all I really have for the video. If you have any questions at all, feel free to let me know in the comment section. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped you, and if it did, definitely appreciate a like, comment, or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everyone.
What they talk about in movies, our love is what